we can't change the way other people look at things. I always try just to meet people where they're at. I say, meet them at their feet and then ask them questions, right? Be more interested than interesting. Since 1981, Justin has been producing world-class Bordeaux-style wines from Paso Robles on California's Central Coast. As the pioneer of Paso, Justin wines are what put Paso Robles on the winemaking map. The Justin team believes that wine should be exceptional from every angle, which is why their team uses boutique winemaking practices like hand harvesting and hand sorting. With a rich history of accolades, Justin produces exceptional wines and is proud to be America's #1 luxury Cabernet. Whether you're the first-time wine drinker or a wine aficionado, Justin has a wine for every celebration and occasion. Visit justinwine.com and enter promo code Playbook20 for 20% off your order. Justin offers the perfect holiday gifts for clients, colleagues, friends, or family. Be sure to check them out at justinwine.com to receive 20% off your order for a limited time and use the promo code Playbook20.
My question to you is, what are you doing on a regular basis to inspect your routine so that you can continue to, fill your tank with the non-negotiables? Are you changing your routine? Are there new things where are you? I find myself changing my routine, not often, but enough where, you're nudging yourself in a direction here or there. Where do you find your inspiration for your health routine so that you can go out and celebrate others and give and receive efficiently?
Great question. So in the auspice of separating non-negotiable and negotiable behavior, the non-negotiables is where I get the most growth and have the routines that are developed because I'm committed via the dependent variable of human experience, time, a minimum amount of time each day. And the more time that I give to the non-negotiable behaviors that are aligned with where I want to be or better, that are not relevant to the circumstances of each day, I develop through lenses of productivity, accessibility, and gratitude, better mechanisms, efficiencies according to that non-negotiable. I get the acceleration, the compounding outcomes of that growth, understanding, and learning by doing it and being committed a minimum amount of time each day. So whether it's my relationship with my mom, my kids, my wife, whether it's my health, whether it's my finance, my faith, whatever it may be, or my sleep, I'm continually accelerating, aggregating, and compound exponentially growing and learning from the committed, consistent behavior, knowing that by learning what I don't like or don't love about the habitual nature and rituals that are created by the human experience and the non-negotiable activities that I have each and every day, according to the time that I allot to it, with my intentions of doing, saying, thinking, feeling, and believing aligned with where I want to be or better, I now have a process of learning, growing, and expanding my skills, my knowledge, and my desire according to those activities, according to each and every one of those behaviors, those rituals. I'm getting better and better and better, giving a diminished amount of attention to non-negotiable behaviors that are circumstantial in their nature, that may or may not be prioritized each day. And so for me, it's focusing my main amount of intention on the non-negotiable behaviors that are not circumstantial to each day, so that at my core, I'm expanding, I'm elevating, I'm accelerating, I'm growing, I'm aggregating. But most importantly, the outcomes, as you suggest, are exponential in their nature because I utilize these intentional behaviors to learn from these non-negotiable activities each and every day, 7 days a week, learning to love what I don't like or love, learning to love what other people don't like or love, which then elevates all the secrets, the cheat codes, makes my life easy by identifying what puts me at dis-ease, that interferes with who I actually am, part and parcel of an infinite, abundant, unified system of thought of more than enough of everything for everyone, an omniscient, all-powerful, all-knowing source that obviously protects, promotes, loves, and perfects me. And I'm just figuring out how to clear or shorten the distance of resistance through that wisdom of non-negotiable behavior and faith that there's something bigger than me that loves me more than my mind. These 5 daily practices have changed my life, have changed so many people live. And I like I said, more than happy to share them with you because they are at its core a framework to put each and every activity that you have into context to not give you balance, not give you equity, but to give you appreciation. In other words, to add value to each and every day according to the circumstances of each day, the meaning of the past, and your divine direction, allowing all the detours to be divine, and most importantly, to allow divine time to reveal the elevation of celebration in your life, the elevation of your awareness to all that is infinite in your life and is powerful, all knowing, abundant, so that you can experience more than enough of everything for everyone.
That's amazing. Faith is huge. I appreciate you saying that again. Thanks.
And as we continue to move forward, it is time to get Swifty. Mr. Brian Swift, it is great to see you here. Happy Friday. I hope you had an incredible Merry Christmas this week. Feel free to unmute yourself and ask away.
Thank you, Nick. And I am appreciating your great smile and wonderful tea. David, always a pleasure, always learning. So part of my community that I guess I live in and serve is crazed about DEI. And I agree that we need to be celebrating more diversity than equity, because I don't believe I don't believe that everything is equal in life, and that's a lot of that's out of our hands, and a lot of people just work harder than others and believe more than others. How do you can try to help people come along to understand that diversity is better to it's a better way to celebrate life than trying to force equality?
Well, first of all, we can't change the way other people look at things. And so for me, I always try just to meet people where they're at. I say, meet them at their feet and then ask them questions, right? Be more interested than interesting. Utilize the open-ended question guide to bring them into the human experience, into their own journey. The minute we start to tell someone or to teach someone, we create resistance. What we need to do is use questions and suggestions. And the open-ended question guide in which I created, the template, is exactly aimed at being more interested than interesting, aimed at giving and utilizing questions to give suggestions, and then allowing people to take action by getting alignment with the suggestion, taking action and preparing them for adjustment as in according to the meaning that they give their past and the divine direction they want to be in. And so for me, giving those tools, empowering them with the actual framework and contextual things that can help them, and then inspiring them with questions and giving them suggestions. So asking them, hey, what do you do today? What do you think about this? What do you like about that? What don't you like about it? Would it help you if? Do you know anyone that can help me? All of these different frameworks, a very simple templated way of getting and meeting people at their feet and then giving them a direction in assistant and alignment with where they want to be or better. Not where you want to be or better, where they want to be. Not where what's missing, not what they don't have, not what other people want for them, but to bring and elevate awareness to suggesting what they want to do. So meet people at their feet, utilize the open-ended question template in order to facilitate with questions and suggestions a movement and alignment, action and adjustment towards their divine direction. Does that sound fair?
Absolutely, and it totally makes sense. And I do agree. You have to meet people where they're willing to be met at their feet. I love that term. So, Dave, thanks again for all your wisdom and insights.
You got it, my friend.
This show is brought to you by BetterHelp. Therapy is a great tool for facing your fears and finding ways to overcome them, because sometimes the scariest thing is not facing our fears in the first place and holding ourselves back. It's helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself. It isn't just for those who've experienced major trauma. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Overcome your fears with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/playbook today to get a 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/playbook. Imagine starting a small business, your first customer, first hire, first real paycheck. But everything isn't just exciting, it's scary. That's where JustWorks come in, the all-in-one platform that supports small business growth. Access seamless tools that help with benefits, payroll, HR, and compliance with transparent pricing. It's time to make payroll painless, run payroll in 90 seconds or less, and automate payments so you can set it and forget it. Did you know in 2023 alone, they processed over 25.6 billion in trusted payroll customers? Don't worry about the paperwork piling up either. They take care of payroll tax documents and reporting to help you stay compliant. Visit justworks.com/podcast to join the thousands of small businesses that trust JustWorks to take care of payroll, benefits, compliance, and more. That's justworks.com/podcast.
I will pass it over to Brent. Brent, go ahead and unmute yourself and ask away. We'll go online for the next question, and then when we have time at the end, we'll have him in to close us out. Brent, it's all yours. Feel free to unmute and ask away. Alrighty, looks like Brent's having some...
There he is.
I'm good. Yeah. Now, good morning. I do have a question, though. So the 5 daily practices is, that's a hell of a lesson, and it's amazing. But I feel like if I worked on those 5 daily practices, it would take me the entire day. So what exactly would you say is the priority of the 5 daily practices if I had to pick one?
Know your what, for sure. So know what you want in alignment with the circumstances of the day, the meaning of the past, and the divine direction in which you want to travel. And if you can do that, you will absolutely naturally know your who, know your how, prioritize, do it now, do it next, and then apply your why. But without knowing your what you want, not what's missing, not what you don't have, not what other people want from us, but knowing that absolutely is the most powerful of the 5 daily practices.
Awesome. I appreciate it. I need cliff notes sometimes. There's a lot going on in the head here, and you're a wealth of knowledge, Dave. I appreciate you. Nick, I appreciate you. Community, love you lots. Thank you so much.
You got it, my friend. I look forward to seeing you soon, and thank you for being such a great part of our community.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Brent. And David, were you able to find a question online?
Yeah, I will. So the question is about the reconciliation between celebrating something and being hard on yourself. So there seems to be, how much time do we spend in struggle compared to how much time do we spend celebrating? How can celebrating be bad? And spending too much time celebrating be bad? Well, in the idea that we're connected to an omniscient, all-powerful, all-knowing source, and understanding that ease is the most powerful status that we can be at. So if we believe there's something bigger than us, an omniscient, all-powerful, all-knowing source, then celebrating actually will interfere because it will create an acceleration of this interference, the same as, being punished. And so, celebrating to me is like motivation. Motivation gets us up, gets us back up, get us started, and get us back started. The difference of inspiration compared to motivation is inspiration gets us there. Celebration is a motivation, right? It gets us up, it gets us back up, but it's not going to get us there. It's going to start interfering or draining us of the omniscient, all-powerful source that we're connected to. And so when we acknowledge and appreciate, we are getting up, getting back up, and allowing ourselves to put ourselves in a position to be inspired. And so for me, that's how I distinguish or reconcile why we don't want to celebrate all the time. Contextually, that doesn't put us at ease and doesn't allow us to derive the greatest source of inspiration and spirit. It elevates and celebrates and motivates, but it doesn't necessarily inspire. And so when we celebrate everything celebratable, we're elevating that celebration, but motivating us to get up, get back up, get started, get back started in order to live inspired in spirit. And identifying and appreciating the differences is an ability to shorten the distance of resistance that we create in the idea of inclusion, not diversity. I want inclusion and appreciation, not inclusion and diversity. And so in order to facilitate that, we need to reconcile the fact that celebration is like motivation, inspiration is what occurs after we get up, get started, get back started, and get back up.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, David.
Nick, we are coming right into the end. Thank you so much, everyone, for the extraordinary questions. Remember, most importantly, be more interested than interesting. Be kind to your future self and do good deeds. Hit it, GJ.